Alright guys, this is the Great Fishing Is, and we are back in Hearts of Iron 4. We are in the Kaiserreich mod and playing as Ireland. Oh yeah. I still cannot pull an Irish accent to save my life during this. You know, if I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons, I can do that. But if I am playing Hearts of Iron 4, I can't do it. I don't know why. Alright, Construction 3 is done. It is 1939, June of 39. We're not using artillery. You know what we haven't done? Any land doctrines. We're going to get annihilated. All right, let's go for superior firepower because we are kind of focusing ourselves here. We got to get some doctrines done. That's kind of a good thing, I guess, that we haven't been able to invade England yet, because I'm pretty sure they would stomp us at this particular point in time. Speaking of which, we have 15 divisions, and they have between 64 and 126. Ouch! Oh my god. Their air force is between 990 to 1.68 thousand. Let's see what our air force is. 50. Okay. Let's try to bolster that a bit. I know I've got an airfield around here somewhere that is not being used, right? Yeah, I've got some transport planes in here. Let's throw another 50 fighters in there. We can start building up to having fighters. You guys are going to... Let's have you guys run pure interception. And you guys run pure air superiority. That way, everybody has one mission. Alright. So. We are not... don't have anybody in basic training. The reason for that is we are really short on kind of some of the materials. We've been doing some upgrades. We are no longer short on light tanks. Not enough to really recruit a group, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's drop in some light tanks. Boop, boop, boop. Right there. Anywhere is really fine. Join our militia. And these guys needs 300 light tanks. Holy cow, for one division. It's a moderately sized division. Let's throw some engineers in there. We're going to make even more manpower and usage. Good God. Alright. So now we're short some infantry equipment and support equipment. That's okay. It looks like it's picking up pretty quickly. We've got so many things building that we only have 2 factories running our light tanks. And they're not exactly... They're at 62% efficiency. It's getting better. It's getting better. Speaking of military factories, we have 127 days till we build our first synthetic refinery. That's going to be good. And then we can start building military factories again. Synthetic refinery is going to help us out because that's going to provide a good bit of oil and some rubber. And we're working towards getting the aluminum naturally. Alright, unionist preparation caused tensions. After a local government representative announced that there would be no official efforts made to prevent the unionist protest march, local Catholic residents have loudly voiced concerns to the regional Gardaí. They claimed that the M1 Thompson research just got in the way. They claim that the protest march is nothing more than a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate the Catholic community in Belfast, who find themselves still partially outnumbered by the Protestant, largely unionist majority. The demands have not fallen on deaf ears, and there is a growing call for the Irish Republican Army to be deployed along the planned march route to protect the Catholic community and make sure things don't get out of hand. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Do it. Do it. We work with the Pope. Alright, 1939, we've got our Thompson machine guns. That's what just interrupted us learning about that. Think it'd be good to get some Marines? Let's get some Marines. We're going to do some naval invasions. Let's get some Marines. Alright. Upgrade to the new... What happened? There we go. I could have sworn I selected the right thing. That just demolished our production efficiency. Okay, but we did get a little bit more sport equipment that we don't really need right now. Okay. We have some political power. Let's hold on to it. I think we're going to need the stability. The government has decided that deployment of the Irish Republican Army will be sent to Belfast in order to secure the safety of the Catholic population during the upcoming Unionist protest march. And now an overall commander of the deployment needs to be decided upon. O'Duffy gives us 25 political power, or Mulche, which loses 25. Well, why would we do something that would, yeah, lose us? That's probably going to bite us in the back end. We've learned better, haven't we, guys? Gaining political power from something simple usually means we're toast. I mean, it really does. Alright, so I was thinking about something. We have this division here. MPs. We don't really need MPs. We don't really need cavalry. Not really helping us. What if we convert this to that guy? Gonna need some more rocket artillery motorized, but you know what? Let's keep it uniform. We've got that there. Also, we have a lot of guys that have just, I mean, they've got new equipment and stuff like that. It's hurting their training. So we're going to start working them out. Low on manpower again. Every time we start to build, they're complaining we're low on manpower. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a feeling that this protest march is just really going to bite us in the butt. I just know it. Alright, so these guys, they're just about to get up to level 2, which is trained. No negative modifiers. You remember we had everybody trained up pretty well, but as we're adding new equipment in and new personnel, they're not trained. It hurts us overall. But we can always do these exercises. Do your daily army exercises. There we go. And come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. 90. No, wait, how did you go down in percentile? Tibet declared war on Bhutan. We'll have to go look at that in a second. First, we have to make sure we get this bugger. Is at 90% to the next level. Come on, 91. Oh my god, you're taking forever. Let's go look at Bhutan. Tibet! Oh. Haha! They didn't do very well, did they? That was that Turkish Skrushstan. Alright, Tibet and Nepal. Or Bhutan, there we go. Yeah, they're toast. They are so toast. Alright, let's see what happened in Middle Africa. Portugal took the middle section. And for some reason left them that. It's a little odd. Looks like France gave them back pretty much everything. Huh. Go figure. Boy, this guy still has not crested. It's weird. Figured if I didn't look at it, it'd be like a pot of boiling water. It would get better. Alright, Irish zinc mining. Because, you know, the Irish are famous for their zinc mining. So now let's expand Dublin's smelting industry. This is where we're going to get the aluminium that we need. Aluminum. Unfulfilled import requests. Again. Oh, we've got to get more. The Spanish. Alright, pause. Let's fix this first. Dang you, Spaniards. We helped you. Let's talk to the Russians. Guess we don't need any. Why do we not need any steel? Oh, because we got the, okay, because the research. The march begins. Despite great misgivings among the population at large, the Ulster Unionist movement have been allowed to hold their march. It is a miserable day in Belfast, and some had hoped that the torrential rain affecting the city would have given call for the march to be postponed. Unionist leaders gave the go-ahead, however, and the march will continue as planned. The Irish government has responded to the concerns of the Catholic minority in Belfast by deploying the 3rd Limerick Rifles Regiment to the city. The regiment have taken up strategic positions along the planned protest route and are commanded from the Belfast central headquarters by Eoin O'Duffy. Let's hope that the weather is the only thing bad. Terrible news has spread throughout the country following the Ulster Unionist protest march. Whilst it's still difficult to understand the full scale of what happened, it is understood that conflict broke out between the IRA forces commanded by Eoin O'Duffy and several of the protesters. The resulting violence left many of the protesters dead at the hands of an army rifle. The incident has quickly set the region of Ulster alight in a furor. Some cry for vengeance, others for justice. One thing is for certain, this is a black day for Ireland. How could this have happened? Because we knew! We knew! Ah. Disgruntled populace in Ulster. For some time now, there's been a slow but surely growing unrest in the northern region of Ireland, Ulster, stirred up by predominantly Protestant Unionists who advocate for closer ties with England. Ulster has become something of a problem region for the Dáil. If the situation is not handled carefully, the issues that divide the region are sure to grow more incendiary. Oh man, look at all that political power go. Yeah, I knew I should have held on to that. Okay, so yeah, it seems like even Ireland can't get out of a civil war in Kaiserreich. Everyone seems to have a civil war. So let's see, do we have... Now it's going to be a little bit before we finish that, but the status of Ulster. Okay, so we can do this now. So we know who the Unionists are now. They're the guys who want to go back to England. I think we're going to have to deal with them. Negotiation may not be possible. Although, this way we can get factories. We can look into the future, people. Look at this. Depends. I think it really depends. If they try to rebel, we will repress them. If they don't, we can negotiate with them. We'll do that. What's this? That's if we become socialists, syndicalists, or totalists. Oh, heck no. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. What is that? We can get that. We can get to... Oh, extra refineries. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we get there. Alright. The Treaty of Xingkang. That place we can't pronounce took 5 states. The very German name in Asia. Oh my god! Tibet, yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Look at these people. Yeah. Not even trying. Alright, maintenance company. Alright, you gotta hold on. Alright, so let's see here. August of 39, we got our maintenance company. Good for us. We're not really using any of that other stuff. Let's see, 39, 39, 39. I mean, eventually we will have to research medium tanks because we will eventually want that if we even go that far, but I'm kind of hoping we can beat the English before then. So, August 39. It's 41. Let's pick up our radar because I think we're going to need those. All right. The Mulcahy Commission. Following the atrocities that occurred during the Ulster Unionist protest march, the events of which are now coming to known as a Bloody Wednesday by Belfast residents, the government has launched a full investigation of the military's involvement and culpability in the massacre. Sacramento, California. Stop calling me. There we go. Led by Richard Macaulay, the commission has presented their initial report. Macaulay believes that, contrary to the claims by Ian O'Duffy and his soldiers, it was not the Unionist protesters who instigated the fatal clashes with the army. Instead, he believes that O'Duffy and his men were looking for a fight all along, and later planted weapons on dead protesters to give themselves an alibi. These allegations are true. If these allegations are true, it's shocking revelation that may have a wide-reaching consequence for the IRA. I say we put that dude on trial. Yeah, we don't put up with people doing that crap. I mean, yeah, I'm not real big on the Unionists, but Chief of Staff of the Military, that might be good. Something to get. What can we get? Anything here that's gonna... Ooh, recruitable population, extra infantry division attack and defense. We need population. Come here, Frank Ryan. Oh no, I don't have the right ruling party. Okay. See if we can find another one like that. Haha! This guy is exactly the same, but he's for the people like us. Liam Lynch. Welcome, Mr. Lynch. Wait a minute, are we getting the extra population because he's lynching people? No, that's not what's happening. Whoop. We forgot we left our guys exercising. That's really rough on us. Russia is at war with Mongolia, and Tibet is helping. Ooh. All right. Well, we've had a heck of a go so far here, and I didn't think to look to see what time I started the episode. So we're going to have to guess as to how long this one's supposed to go. So this may be a long one, guys. It may be a short one. I don't know. We won't know until we're done. The Ottoman Empire is declaring war on Hashemite Arabia. This is the group that I was wondering why they hadn't attacked already. This is basically Saudi Arabia in modern real life. And they're full of oil. Is that the right button? Yeah. Okay, they're less full of oil than I thought they would be. But nonetheless, they have, what, there's 9 oil right there. Oil is good for exporting. What, the Ottomans have a lot of chromium, which is something that's not really useful early on. There we go. Rocket through September of 1939. Oh, look, now we need the steel. We didn't need the steel before. What is going on? The Pacific States of America? They have lots of steel. Can only get 1 from them? Oh, that's oil. I don't want oil. I'm making my own oil here in a second. Okay, let's see here. France, Russians, they weren't very helpful. Yeah, Pacific States, we can still help them. Japan. You know what, let's just talk to the Germans. Let's get that steel going. Looks like somebody's trading with us. The United States are. Huh, they must need something that we have. Can't imagine what we have that they need. Except steel. Look, they're exporting. Ah, man, there's where all of our steel is. Okay, so we need to change our free trade laws because it's devouring us. We can do that soon. Wow, France is declaring war on everybody. This may be our opportunity if Britain is joining in. They do not appear to be. Bugger. Alright, let's get our Navy adjusting to our new trade route here. There we go. Now they're protecting our convoys as they go through. Our Navy's not huge. It's got a lot of destroyers, and destroyers are good for convoy escort. Speaking of destroyers, have we actually produced any? We produce 4.64 a year, so yes, we have produced several. Kind of want to produce something different. We don't have a lot of options. We should research a new ship. Not really necessary. The Irish Navy isn't exactly known for being vast like the British Navy or the Spanish Armada. Of course, they had sails back then, so. One more day. There we go. Engineer Company 2 is done. Alright, so we're good there. Oh, what, you know what? Hold up. We were in the middle of something. Stop popping up news articles when we're in the middle of something. Golly, so disrespectful. So disrespectful. September of 1939. It's tempting. We could nuke the Brits. That would make them release them. But then we'd have to have these guys. Let's go ahead and research those. You never know. Might work. Long shot, just like our paratroopers. Alright, the trial of Eoin O'Duffy. O'Duffy has today been brought before a court-martial presided over by the highest chiefs of the Irish Republican Army. He is accused of encouraging, perhaps even personally orchestrating the massacre of Bloody Wednesday. The consequences of such a direct breach in military protocol are severe. The public have been incensed by the revelations that the Mulcahy Commission are braying for blood. No more so than Ulster, It is up to the court to decide whether or not O'Duffy is truly guilty, however, and if so, what punishment should be dealt. Ooh. You know what? He ended up killing people. The report says he's guilty. I don't really have all the things needed for a full trial. Let's execute him by firing squad. Haha, that'll make them happy, right? No, they'll probably call for more blood. Ah. Come on, Ulster. You gotta start cooperating here, buddy. You got all my shipyards. I thought you had a port. Oh, the port's over here. It's a level 4 port. It's not a bad port. It's got a good port. It's the best port. It's the kind of ports we like. Ah, Atlanta has fallen. Boy, that held on for quite a while right there, but that's just barely in the edge. Let's see. Synthetic oil in 28 days. Oh, I disappeared from that too quickly. 7 oil and 4 rubber from that. That's going to be a big help to us. And looks like the United States is still holding on somehow. Or the Pacific states have evened themselves out instead of being just a big bulge. I don't know how they're doing it. I really don't. I know these two guys are fighting, but you'd imagine that these guys are really rocking it. Okay. Let's check out our, looks like the French-Swiss war. This is like the second or third time they've been to war, isn't it? Wrong button. Romadine. This is what they were over last time going to war for. Wasn't it? Did I miss something? I could have sworn that they had already won that. Alright, I want to see the Swiss take Paris. There we go. Alright, so Russia's getting kind of thick. Oh Lord. Look at what the Mongols are doing. There's the old border. Isn't it? Yeah. No? That's a river. It's hard to tell with these dark colors. I think the Mongols are pushing into Russia. Oh Lord, if the Golden Horde comes through again, we're in trouble. Alright, looks like we've got fighting down here. The Ottomans are at war with, oh, the Sultanate of Egypt. Yeah, we kind of knew that. They're at war down here. Over here. Alright, we are expanding Dublin's smelting industry. Aluminum in Dublin. Prior to our rapid expansion through the IEAA Act, Dublin had a small and underfunded aluminum industry that we can now choose to boost further through extended funding. This will, as per usual, increase the national debt quite significantly if we choose to give the industry the maximum amount of funding possible, but the ends may be worth the means in this case, as we will acquire a valuable resource that now our nation could otherwise be starved of. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go the massive one again, because every time we do that, it has worked out well. Industrial investment. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to deal with these guys, Ulster. All right, we're gonna start with the dealing with Ulster. All right, Persia. All right, you know what, guys? Actually, that's a pretty good. We've had a lot go on. We've had a march, a protest march. It became Bloody Wednesday, right? That's horrible. But we have found the person guilty and we have executed him via firing squad. In the meantime, the Mongols are starting a golden horde across the Russian state. The unpronounceable has expanded. Yeah. And it looks like Atlanta has fallen. Oh, you know what? I was going to say it's not too bad and they could come back from it, but it looks like Charleston and Savannah have just been taken. The Syndicalists. And World War II, or Wilcraig II, has just started. France and Germany are at war. So now's a good time to put a pause in it. We will see you next time. This is The Great Fish and Is. I'm out.